Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Prophetic Solutions team. I am Sanjay. We are learning WordPress hooks tutorial for beginners and this is our part 14. In this video session guys, we will discuss about action hook called WP login, and this is the documentation study link guys. By following this link, actually you can get the whole concept about the action hook called WP login. And also guys, if you are a beginner to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and keep watching our previous video sessions to get the clear concept about WordPress hooks tutorial. So if we back to editor, so this is the plugin guys. By the help of this plugin, actually we are learning about the WordPress hooks. Okay, we have used several types of WordPress hooks to get the clear concept about each example. Okay, so in the last two video sessions guys, we had seen about the login form as well as we had seen about the login head. These actions hooks are interrelated with each other, and now we are going to discuss about WP login. It is also related with these action hooks. Okay, so if you haven't watched this video session guys, then I strongly suggest you to watch those videos first. So basically what these action hooks means, if you go to browser, this is our administrator panel login section. Okay, so basically guys, for the first action hook called login form, we have made two input boxes, as you can see, name and the phone number. These are the extra fields that we have added into our login form. Okay, and now these are the errors that we have shown. This is our custom error, which is basically responsible to validate name and phone number. Okay, this is possible by login head. Okay, so basically we are going to use called WP login. So if you go to the documentation link, now this is the documentation provided by WordPress. So the WP login action hook is triggered when a user logs in by WP sign-on function. It means that WordPress uses WP sign-on function to log in any user to WordPress admin panel, because these are the username and password details. If you click on login section, then successfully if we get logged into our administrator panel, the WordPress behind the scene uses the function called WP sign-on. Okay, so WP login action hook guys triggered when a user logs in by WP sign-on function. It is very last action taken in the function immediately following in the WP set auth cookie call. Means when the user logged in by WP sign-on function, then this function will be triggered, and after this function immediately WP login action hook will be called. Okay, so basically how can we use that? This is the syntax to use that. Basically define a function called add action, and the first parameter we have to pass WP login, and this is the callback function. Here we have to define the function. Okay, so inside this callback function, inside this block, we have to define our custom code. Okay, so let's get started about WP login action hook. So basically what we are going to do, when we click on the login button, we are going to access all the details when the user fills inside this login form. Okay, we are going to take all the data from this login form. Okay, so how can we fetch that? Just go to administrator panel, and now let's say that add action. Inside this add action, we have to add called WP login. Second parameter we have to pass the callback function. So let's say that OWT fetch all login data. This is the callback function. So if I copy that, just make a function for that. So function, this is the function name. So inside this function guys, we are going to take all the data from the login form. Okay, so basically we have four input text box inside this login form. First for the username, second for the password, third for the name, and finally we have called phone number, and this is input type checkbox for remember me. Okay, so we are going to retrieve all the details from this login form. So basically if I just say let's print let's request, all those parameters we actually get inside this request variable. Okay, so if I just save this file, go to browser, reload this page, now this is the username and the password. So let's say admin1001, this is email address or something called username, password is okay, and let's pass call online web tutor is the name, and the phone number something dummy value. Okay, so if I click on login button, here we can understand guys that successfully this function is not triggered, because as per the documentation we have studied that this action hook will be triggered after that of WP sign-on function. Means when the user successfully logged in from this login form, then this will triggered. Okay, so we have currently invalid username. Okay, so this is called admin, and this is the correct username, this is the password, and these are the field details that we have previously filled that. Okay, so if I click on login button, So as we can see that guys, these are the details that we have submitted from this login form, because we have actually passed the username and the password as the admin and admin, which is correct. So by following this WP sign on function, it returns the true value, means the user has successfully logged in into the administrator panel. And now after that we have called our WP login action hook. Okay, so just move to administrator panel and just I'm going to zoom that. So these are the details that we have submitted called log admin. This is the username, this is the password, this is the name that we have submitted, and this is the phone number. Okay, these are the extra parameters guys actually the WordPress takes care before login to the user. Okay, this is test cookie and this is WP submit and all the details called redirect to. Okay, so successfully guys, we can understand that WP login is called when the user logs successfully inside administrator panel, and the user logs in by the help of a WordPress function called WP sign on. Okay, now we have a question. Question is that where actually we use this action hook called WP login. Suppose if you made a login system to your WordPress setup, and now you want that when someone users logins to your administrator panel after successfully login, you want that a mail system is enabled, meaning the mail system means the mail sends to the successful logged in user, as well as the notification get by admin that the user is logged in to his WordPress setup. Okay, so we can actually enable the email templates or email functionality after successfully login to the user, and we can get mail after login by putting our code right here. Okay, along with these functionality guys, we can put more and more functionality after login to this by using WP login action hook. Okay, so successfully guys, I think that by the help of this video session we actually understood about the whole concept of WP login action hook, login head and the login form. Okay, so combining these three action hooks guys, these three action hooks basically related with our login system of WordPress. First, login form is basically used to make extra fields to our login form, so that's why we have used login form here. Now we are trying to actually validate all those fields, so that's why we have used login head. This is used to validate our input values that we have put inside this login form, and now it's time to save those data. So basically we can use WP login to save all the data after login to the WordPress database table, as well as if we want to get any notification after login, then we can put our email code right here. Okay, so successfully guys, we can understand all those concepts by using call WP login action hook. So guys, if you have any doubt in this video session, then please drop your comment. I will give my reply as soon as possible. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.